look at that. So in here, Scott has bought me a present, and it's a, where is this? Oh look, I got a pineapple in the tree. You and me, black lace, isn't it? Look at that big pineapple. Last week he bought me a pumpkin. This week it's a pineapple. And he doesn't really know how to prepare a pineapple, because she doesn't like the eyes, and she doesn't know how to get the eyes out, because she thinks the pineapple has loads of eyes looking at her.
I ended up peeling it thick,
yeah.
get rid of the eyes, and then
there we go. So she peels it thick,
drilling the eyes out,
and then cutting the eyes out, so the pineapple ends up looking like this big.
Nothing in it.
Yeah. So, health. When I came here 2018, and I'd actually checked out the health service and stuff, and the hospitals and the doctors and the process and the meds, and how much it was going to cost me as being a diabetic. And over that period of time, what I've turned around and done is I've lost weight, and I've reduced my dependence on meds that they kept giving me in the UK, and so I got rid of metformin, I got rid of Lipital, I got rid of rosiglitazone, I got rid of 2 other meds, and I can't remember their names now, but they'll come to me. But here I would have actually paid around 15,000 peso a month to renew my meds for my diabetes, whereas changing my diet, exercising every day, not being stressed out by going to work, not doing incredibly long hours, not eating erratically through the day due to my lifestyle back in the UK. So changing that lifestyle, coming to the Philippines, more fruit, more exercise, more walking, more vegetables, my weight dropped and came down. Now over that period of time, I've met people here that have turned around and said, you shouldn't do this if you come to the Philippines, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing it. What I would say is you need to evaluate your own medical conditions, and one of the reasons on this blog is that a friend of ours, me and Annie, she had a medical back in the UK, and they did a MRI and they did a scan in the NHS, and it took a long time to get there and do what they had to turn around and do. And okay, ma'am, no sugar. No sugar.
Okay, sir.
Okay. No cup? No mug?
No mug, sir.
No mug?
Yes, sir.
We have paper? Plastic?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very
Is this
nice.
okay, sir?
Well, right there. They've changed it here, look at that. Plastic. One-use plastic containers. Not very good, really, is it? French bakery, you need to get your act together. Yeah. I'm changing that, I'm digressing. These are plastic. Take years and years and years to turn around and dissolve in the landfill site. Create methane gas. Not good, not clever. So, some French bakery. Right, paper cup. Won't be coming back here for coffee. China, glass, come on guys. Anyway, so a young girl came here, and had headache, went to the doctors, did an MRI, and she was ill. It was down to a possible mild stroke, compacted pressure on vertebrae in the spine, but none of that was picked up in the UK on the medical service. So if the medical service is free, great. If you've got to pay for it, not so great. But what you want to do is you want to get better, don't you? We want to get better. I'm ill and I'm controlling what I'm doing. So I'm going to put some posts, because when I first came here, the meds that were here, that were being sold at Mercury Drug and Watson's, were totally different to the... that's wrong, really. They had totally different words to say, like XL Laxon. And I'm going, well, what's that? Back in the UK, it's paracetamol, and it's aspirin, and it's Nurofen, and they recommend that, and you understand that. When you've got a lifetime of that being prescribed or picking it up from Tesco's or the pharmacy, great. When I came here, they had all these different names. So I'll post some pictures of the drug and their usage and what they're used for, and what you can do. Now the other thing is that when you go to the hospitals here in the Philippines, and you've got, whether you need a bypass, or you've got an eye problem like I've got, or you turn around and you've got a thyroid issue, or you've got cancer, or you've got poor circulation, or you've got compound pressures, or you've got tingling of the feet, you can get somebody to talk to you, a consultant, and you can turn around and you have to pay for that consultation. Now, anybody over the age of 60 in the Philippines, you can get, as a foreigner, you can get a Medicard by Primax. However, if you've got, and this is only my experience, if you turn around and you go and get a consultation for, like my Annie's brother, for a thyroid, you get the test, but you have to pay for it. You have to pay for it, and you pay for that. Then they'll turn around and say you need an operation. Yeah, no problem at all. So then you get a date for that operation. When you get that date for that operation, you need to cough up 20% payment up front. They'll do the operation, you'll come out, and then when they turn around and they've kept you in for 2, 3 or 4 days, then you have to make a final payment, and if you don't make that final payment, they don't let you out. Even though they say that's against the law, because you're not allowed to confine people once they've had their results and their test. But a lot of places will not allow you to leave. Your clothes won't be in the locker, they'll be holding the clothes. So unless you want to run out of the hospital naked, yeah, they want you to pay your stay, the next part of your doctor's surgery, the consultation fee, the operation fee, and anything else that's outstanding. Now, in the Philippines, if you're going to go into hospital, you need to make sure you've got a carer, or they call it, is it a carer? Is it's called, begins with W, I think. It's somebody that will sit next to you and make sure that nothing else happens to you. They don't have nurses and orderlies walking around the hospital checking on you to make sure your pulse is right or anything like that. You end up, one of your family or relatives will sit there day and night next to you, and they can sleep on a little wooden bench. Really, really uncomfortable. I can't remember what it's called now. You guys will know what I'm talking about, that people have been in a hospital. You have to have somebody there. And then once you've turned around and you've got to come back to do outpatients, the outpatients will turn around and charge you for coming in, getting medication, getting a checkup, and that ongoing outpatient. So it's a cash machine. That's how I look at it. It's a cash machine. How I get around it, because I'm over 60, is I have a credit card, and that credit card is my medical card. So if I go to the hospital, put it on the credit card, I'm admitted. Whatever's going to happen to me, I go through that process of getting better, and then when I want to leave, I give the credit card, or Annie gives the credit card, they'll charge a credit card, and I can get out of the hospital. I don't want to be in the hospital racking up money all the time. So I have my own thoughts about that process, but that's for me, not for you. Still, a lot of people have lost confidence in hospitals. There's a big fear factor about going to hospitals here, a big fear factor. But anyway, I'm also going to post some pictures of foods that are good for your diet and what you should be eating for low glycemic, low sugar, high fibre, and I'll post those pictures as well today. But I came here and I was big. Yeah, I had somebody was talking to me yesterday about it, and that's why I'm doing the vlog today. You know, I had a 55-inch chest. Now I'm at 36 to 38. I had a 42-inch waist, and now I'm at 33-inch waist. So you can see I've dropped a lot of weight, and I've got rid of a lot of fat. And that fat was causing me problems with high cholesterol and uncontrolling my diabetes. That's why they were giving me medication back in the UK. Since coming here, losing the weight, my cholesterol has improved, my weight's improved, my diabetes has improved. However, my eyesight hasn't, because that is hereditary within my male side of my family. My father had a similar problem, but I've got myopia and I've got glaucoma, which means I can't get glasses. I have to use a magnifying glass. And I've said this before, I can go and have some injections, but it's not guaranteed to improve my eyesight. And when I went back to the UK 2 years ago, I went to St Thomas's, and they turned around and supported exactly what was being said here in the Philippines. So I just live with it. I live with it, and I go down that road. I get sugar out of my diet, get high fat out of my diet, eat fish, eat salad, eat vegetables, have a broth style, diet, and that's what I turn around and do. Annie calls SM Langen my personal restaurant. Yeah, I come here because I find places that I can eat here that I can get the food I want for my diet, rather than sitting at home. If I was sitting at home and I was cooking at home, it would be something like bacon and eggs in a fried sandwich with a sauce, and not really good for me. Whereas I come here today, I've had rice noodles with a beef broth, with some shredded beef and vegetables, arancharra salad, very, very nice. One bottle of water, and tonight I'll have oats with some nuts and some raisins, and then I'll go in SM in a minute and I'll buy some Perrier water, and I'll buy about 8 or 9 bottles of that to take home, because I drink Perrier, a lot of Perrier water, maybe 1 litre a day. I don't drink the tap water here. People do, they turn around and say, yeah, I do it all the time. Great, it works for you. It doesn't work for me. Sometimes I can taste the chlorine in it, sometimes I can taste a little bit of salt through it. So I just turn around and I buy mineral water, and it's always in a glass bottle. It's always in a glass bottle, it's not in a plastic bottle. And I turn around and go from there. So after 8 years, my health is okay. I go out and I walk each day, and I go out and I turn around and do what I want every day, and I keep myself busy. I have my little hobbies. One of them is my YouTube channel. So other people I talk to, other friends I talk to, they've turned around and they've got their own hobbies. They like their gardening, they like their travelling, you've got to be engaged in here. You can't just stop work, and it's still with health. You can't just stop work and expect your brain to accept it, because you've worked all your life. You do need to have involvement. You do need to keep your brain stimulated. You do need to turn around and engage. You do need to turn around and go down that route where you need to replace your 15-hour day working schedule and your home life schedule when you're in the UK with looking at meeting people here, talking to people. I've got a friend of mine, and he moved to Thailand. He's been in Thailand a year, and the only friend he's made is a concierge in a hotel, the Rembrandt Hotel in Thailand, and that guy is Syrian. He hasn't made any Thai friends. He's met people, but he hasn't met Thai friends. Now here, he used to have I'm in French bakery today, he had about 8 or 9 people here that used to talk to him all the time. And those people would communicate with him and chat about the Philippines and what he was doing in schooling and politics and America. In Thailand, he hasn't got any of that. He's got a friend called Ken. I did a vlog on Ken, the black gentleman from the USA. He was looking for a Filipina. He didn't find a Filipina. He found a Thai girl, and he's living with her in Phuket. They did go down to a place called Javante, but they didn't like it there because it was dirty, grimy, grubby. Again, you need to make sure it's your health. That's what you've got to look at. It's your mental health, it's your physical health, it's your mental well-being, it's your physical well-being. It's how you look at life determines whether you are going to be sitting at home as a crazy person watching TV all day and watching your life tick away, or you can get out and you can socialise and you can meet people and you can chat with people, you can engage, and I think you can do that. You don't have to be talking. I don't have to be talking to Brits. I've got friends here that are Italian. I've got German friends here, American friends here. I've got Welsh friends. I've got people from Vietnam. I've got people from the Philippines. And I talk to them, Indonesia and Malaysia. I've got people, French, got a Russian guy I talk to, Alexa, on a chat. It's not about looking at the world and all of its issues. It's about me talking to somebody and having a conversation and engaging in that conversation and then doing that ping pong of conversation. Whether you're great at communicating in other languages, which I'm not, or that person's great, you find a way to communicate, which gives you that benefit and gives you that sanity, and it gives you that peace of mind that you have somebody you can talk to. But anyway, I'm going to post the vlog today. Like, share, subscribe, guys. I'm having my cookie. I'm not eating with it in my mouth because people turn around and complain that they don't like seeing my chewed up food. That's okay, I fully understand that. I'm going to have a diet drink and I'm going to have my coffee and a paper cup. But anyway, whatever you're doing, guys, like, share and subscribe. Enjoy what you're doing and take care.